Out here, there are no rules. Only hunger, instinct, and the next breath. Every sunrise is a gamble. Every shadow could be the last thing you ever see. Strength doesn't guarantee survival. Speed doesn't guarantee escape. This is nature at war. Welcome to the most dangerous stretch of land on Earth. The African savanna, the Serengeti and the Masai Mara spans more than 30,000 square kilometers. It's the stage for the greatest migration on Earth, over 1.5 million wildebeest, alongside hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles moving with the rains, creating a walking buffet for every predator waiting in the grass. But that abundance is also a curse. When food is plentiful, competition turns savage. Nothing here is ever truly safe. Each battle is a lesson in evolution, in strategy, and in the price of staying alive. Let's step into the harshest arena on Earth. Lions are the only big cats that live in social groups called prides, usually 10 to 15 animals, made up of related females, a handful of dominant males, and their cubs. What makes a lion dangerous isn't just muscle, it's organization. Lionesses handle most of the hunting. They're lighter, faster, and have better stamina than the males, who carry heavy manes that make them overheat fast during a chase. The males, meanwhile, use raw power to defend the pride's territory from rival males looking to take over. A lion's bite force runs close to 650 pounds per square inch. Enough to crush a windpipe in seconds. But the scariest weapon a lion has isn't its jaws. It's coordination. They surround prey in formation. Some chase. Some cut off the escape route, turning a hunt into an ambush with almost no way out. If the lion is the symbol of predatory power, the Cape buffalo is the symbol of collective defense. Arguably the most dangerous defensive animal in Africa. Full-grown bull can weigh close to 2,000 pounds, carrying a fused plate of horn across its skull called the boss, nearly impossible to crack. Hunters gave this animal the nickname Black Death, and not just for its individual strength. It's the herd instinct that really earns the title. When one buffalo is attacked, dozens, sometimes hundreds, of others will turn back to fight, goring and trampling any predator foolish enough to get in the way. This species also has a memory for revenge that borders on unsettling. There are documented cases of buffalo waiting for hours, then circling back to hunt down the lion or the hunter that hurt one of their own. Late afternoon in the Masai Mara. An old bull has drifted too far from the herd, grazing near a dense patch of brush. A pride of 6 lionesses has been tracking him since morning, waiting for the moment he lets his guard down. The attack begins, 2 lionesses close in from behind, sinking their teeth into his hind legs and knocking him off balance. The rest pile onto his back and neck, trying to pin his head down for the killing bite to the throat. The bull fights back hard, flinging one lioness several feet through the air. Just as the pride seems to have him overpowered, the ground starts to shake. More than 30 buffalo from the main herd have heard the distress call and are charging in at full speed. The lionesses scatter to avoid being trampled, while the wounded bull is swallowed up by his own herd and escorted away from the scene. This encounter illustrates one of the savanna's most important rules. Individual strength doesn't always decide the outcome. Organization does. Lions, for all their biological advantages, are still playing a numbers game. One well-placed hit from a buffalo's horns can shatter ribs, rupture organs, or kill instantly. That's why researchers have found that most successful lion attacks on buffalo target the weak, the young, the old, the sick that fall behind, rather than a healthy herd with its formation intact. Buffalo, on the other hand, have evolved a near-perfect collective defense mechanism. The turn and rescue response acts like an alarm signal that spreads through the entire herd instantly, turning every individual animal into part of a wall of muscle that no predator, not even a lion, wants to face head-on. Field studies suggest lions succeed in hunts against adult buffalo only about 15 to 20% of the time, far lower than their success rate against gazelles or zebras. Because the risk is so high, buffalo tend to stay on the lion's list of last resorts, hunted more often during the dry season when easier prey grows scarce. This relationship is a textbook example of natural selection at work. Constant predation pressure keeps the buffalo's herd instinct razor sharp, while the buffalo's effective defense forces lions to refine their group hunting tactics generation after generation. Over millions of years, this rivalry has shaped 2 of the smartest survival strategies in the mammal kingdom. For decades, this animal has been written off as a coward, a scavenger, a punchline in its own ecosystem. But out here, reputation means nothing. What matters is results, and few predators get results like this one does. Because on the savanna, being underestimated might just be the deadliest advantage of all. Pop culture loves to paint the hyena as a cowardly scavenger, living off the leftovers of real predators. The truth is the opposite. The spotted hyena is one of the most effective hunters in Africa. The vast majority of its diet comes from animals. It kills itself, not carcasses it finds. Hyena society runs on a strict matriarchy. Females lead the clan and are just as large and aggressive as the males. If not more so, clan can number in the dozens, organized by a rigid hierarchy, communicating through a complex system of calls, scent marking, and body language. Their jaws are no joke either. A hyena's bite force is strong enough to crack open bone that most other predators can't even dent. A serious weapon most people never give them credit for. When lions face hyenas, they don't always hold the upper hand. Often, it's a lone male or a small group of 2 or 3, patrolling territory away from the safety of a full pride. Male lions still outmatch individual hyenas in raw strength, but when they run into a large, organized hyena clan, that advantage shrinks fast. This is the root of one of the most famous rivalries on the savanna. A clan of a dozen hyenas brings down a zebra after a long chase. Within minutes, the smell of blood draws in a group of male lions. At first, the hyenas back off, a familiar move to avoid a direct clash with lions that outmatch them one-on-one. But they don't give up. They circle the carcass at a distance, whooping constantly to call in reinforcements from across the territory. As their numbers swell into the dozens, the balance of power shifts. They press in closer, snarling and testing the lion's resolve, forcing the group to keep spinning around to watch every direction at once. The standoff drags on for over an hour before the lions, sensing the risk of injury climbing with every passing minute, finally back down and abandon most of the kill to the clan. The hyena's infamous laugh, the sound that got them branded as cowardly or unhinged, is actually a sophisticated communication system. Used to signal a kill site, call for backup, or assert rank within the clan. Their core strategy against lions is overwhelming through numbers and patience. Instead of engaging head-on, hyenas surround, harass, and wait the opponent out. A war of attrition that's a world away from the lightning strikes other predators rely on. The rivalry between lions and hyenas is about more than a fight over a meal. It's a conflict that reshapes territory across the entire ecosystem. Long-term studies show that when lion numbers drop in an area, hyena clans expand their range, and the reverse holds true when hyena numbers fall. This back and forth is one of the clearest examples of interspecies competition, shaping the structure of an entire ecosystem. Not every battle on the savanna is won by strength, or by strategy, or by sheer stubbornness. Some battles are won in a matter of seconds. This is a world where one predator has traded almost everything: size, strength, even safety for a single, explosive advantage. And its prey has answered with a skill just as remarkable: the ability to bend the laws of physics in the blink of an eye. Cheetah is the fastest land animal on Earth, capable of hitting over 60 miles per hour in just a few seconds. But that speed doesn't come from raw muscle. It comes from a body engineered down to the last detail. A flexible spine that acts like a spring to lengthen every stride. Semi-retractable claws that work like track spikes. And a long tail that functions as a rudder for sudden turns at full speed. That speed comes at a cost. A cheetah's jaw and canine teeth are much smaller than a lion's or a leopard's, leaving it vulnerable to having its kill stolen, or worse, to being attacked outright by tougher predators. Thompson's gazelles can't outrun a cheetah in a straight line, but they don't need to. Their real weapon is the ability to cut and change direction on a dime, combined with far greater endurance. Their slender legs can pivot almost at a right angle in a fraction of a second. Something a cheetah at top speed struggles to match. Gazelles also have a strange-looking habit called stotting, leaping straight up on all four legs. Researchers believe it's a message aimed directly at the predator. I've seen you. I'm strong enough to outrun you. Don't waste your energy. It's a piece of evolutionary psychology. A bluff meant to end the chase before it even starts. Under the midday sun, female cheetah spots a young gazelle that's wandered from the group. She drops low, closing the distance slowly until she's within about 50 meters. The ideal range to launch a chase. The race begins. In 3 seconds, she's already topped 55 miles per hour. The young gazelle panics and bolts in a straight line at first, but quickly starts cutting side to side, left, right, then a hard 180-degree pivot. The cheetah slips, loses a half second, but recovers instantly thanks to that tail acting like a rudder. After roughly 20 seconds of chase, right at the edge of a cheetah's stamina limit, she finally closes the gap, hooks the gazelle's leg with a forepaw to bring it down, then clamps onto the throat to finish the kill. That astonishing top speed comes with a brutal physiological limit. A cheetah's body generates heat so fast during a full sprint that it can only hold top speed for about 20 to 30 seconds before risking exhaustion or even brain damage from overheating. That means If the prey survives those first crucial seconds by cutting and turning, its odds of escape climb sharply. That's exactly why a cheetah's real-world hunt success rate sits around 40 to 50%. Far from the unbeatable reputation most people assume. The moment a cheetah brings down prey, it has to eat fast. It's exhausted and vulnerable. And the smell of blood can draw in lions or hyenas ready to steal the kill outright. Estimates suggest as much as a third of a cheetah's kills get stolen before it can finish eating. That top-speed weapon turns out to be a double-edged sword. It makes the cheetah a devastatingly effective hunter. But it also leaves it the weakest of Africa's big cats when it comes to defending territory and food. One reason cheetah cubs have the lowest survival rate among Africa's large cats. There's a place on this landscape where speed means nothing at all, where the deadliest predator doesn't chase, doesn't sprint, doesn't even move for months at a time. It simply waits. This is the river that decides who gets to keep migrating and who doesn't. Every year, over 1 million animals are forced to gamble their lives against this ambush predator. Not because they want to, but because they have no other choice. The Nile crocodile is one of the oldest and most efficient predators still alive today. Its body plan barely changed in tens of millions of years. Full-grown adult can stretch 16 to 20 feet long, and its bite is considered among the strongest of any living animal. Its hunting strategy is built entirely on patience. A crocodile can stay motionless underwater for hours, even fast for months at a time, waiting for prey to wander close to the water's edge. When it strikes, it's a lightning-fast lunge, followed by the infamous death roll, spinning its whole body underwater to tear off chunks of flesh or drown its prey outright. Every year, more than 1.5 million wildebeest are forced to cross the Mara River as part of their migration in search of fresh grazing. It isn't a choice, it's survival. The grass behind them is gone. The land ahead promises food. Wildebeest have an almost extreme herd instinct. They'll gather for hours, sometimes an entire day, at the river's edge before a single animal finally takes the plunge. And the instant it does, the entire herd surges forward in one chaotic, uncontrollable rush. After hours of hesitation, one wildebeest finally breaks and plunges into the murky current of the Mara. Within seconds, 1,000 more surge in behind it, turning the river into a churning stampede. Just as the first animals reach the halfway point, the water erupts. A massive crocodile that's been lying in wait strikes, clamping onto a calf, struggling to keep pace with its mother. At the same moment, others are swept into the current, colliding with one another, trampling animals that have already gone under. The scene is chaos and carnage in equal measure. Most of the herd keeps pushing through regardless of the danger, while the weaker animals get seized by crocodiles, drown, or are crushed in the crush of bodies. The entire crossing lasts only a few minutes, but leaves dozens dead in its wake. The wildebeest's seemingly chaotic crossing actually follows a cold, calculated survival logic. The more animals that cross at once, the lower the odds that any single one of them gets caught. A textbook case of what biologists call the dilution effect. Every individual in that herd is essentially betting that the crocodiles will only manage to catch a handful out of thousands, and that the odds of being that unlucky one are lower if it moves with the crowd instead of hesitating alone at the water's edge. It's a kind of statistical sacrifice, hardwired into the species by evolution itself. Estimates suggest thousands of wildebeest die during each migration season crossing the Mara from crocodiles, drowning, or sheer exhaustion. But this brutal bottleneck plays a critical role. Carcasses feed crocodiles, vultures, storks, and a whole web of scavengers, while the nutrients from decomposing bodies enrich the river's ecosystem itself. As brutal as it looks on camera, the Mara crossing is an essential link holding together the entire food chain of the region. Proof that the death of individuals can serve the survival of the population and the ecosystem as a whole. There's one hunter on this savanna that doesn't rely on a single advantage at all. It isn't the strongest, it isn't the fastest. It doesn't have armor, or size, or a bite force that makes headlines. What it has is something almost no other predator on this continent can claim. Near-perfect teamwork, and a success rate that puts every animal we've covered so far to shame. Few people realize that the African wild dog is actually the most successful hunter among Africa's large predators, with a kill rate that can top 80%. Far ahead of the lion's roughly 25 to 30%, or the cheetah's 40 to 50%. The secret is discipline. A pack usually runs 10 to 20 animals, operating on an almost purely cooperative model. They raise pups together, share food with striking fairness, even letting sick or young pack members eat first, and show almost none of the internal power struggles seen in lion prides or hyena clans. Unlike lions, which rely on ambush, or cheetahs, which rely on explosive speed, African wild dogs hunt through relentless, coordinated pursuit. They split into smaller units, taking turns leading the chase to conserve energy, constantly signaling with calls and body language to steer the entire pack and box prey in until there's nowhere left to run. Their stamina outmatches almost anything they hunt. Wild dogs can hold a high pace over several miles, wearing down even the fastest prey until exhaustion does the rest of the work. A pack of 15 wild dogs spots a herd of impala grazing near a stretch of open woodland. Quietly, they split into 3 smaller groups, closing in from different directions without tipping off the herd. Once they're close enough, the first group breaks cover, sending the impala scattering directly into the path of the second group waiting in ambush. A young impala gets trapped between the two, forced to cut and dodge again and again, but it starts running out of steam after a few relentless minutes. Finally, the third group appears, cutting off the last escape route and sealing the trap. The whole operation unfolds with remarkable precision, no chaos. No infighting, just a hunting machine running exactly as designed. Here's the cruel irony of the African wild dog. Despite having the highest hunt success rate on the savanna, it routinely loses its kills to lions and hyenas, animals that are physically stronger but far less efficient hunters on their own. Wild dogs have to eat at breakneck speed the moment they make a kill, sometimes finishing within minutes because they know the smell of blood will draw in something bigger and meaner. In plenty of cases, the entire pack has to abandon the kill and flee rather than risk a direct confrontation with a lion or a large hyena clan, losing everything they just worked for. Despite being one of Africa's most effective hunters, the African wild dog is now one of the continent's most endangered carnivores, with only a few thousand individuals estimated to remain in the wild, a casualty of habitat loss, conflict with humans, disease spread by domestic dogs, and relentless competition from lions and hyenas. Yet their ecological role is vital. By efficiently picking off the weak, old, or sick, Wild dogs help keep prey populations genetically healthy, holding the entire savanna ecosystem in balance. Proof that being the best hunter doesn't always mean winning the bigger game of survival. 5 battles, 5 completely different survival strategies. But they all circle back to the same brutal truth on the savanna. There is no single strongest animal. Lions have power, but they have to respect a wall of buffalo muscle. Hyenas get underestimated, but they're smart enough to win through numbers. Cheetahs have unmatched speed, but they pay for it in fragility. Crocodiles wait months for a few seconds of opportunity, and African wild dogs, the best hunters of them all, often walk away with nothing against tougher rivals. It's this fragile balance between countless survival strategies that has built one of the most complex, breathtaking ecosystems on the planet. Every battle, however brutal, is a link in the chain that's kept the savanna running for millions of years. If you enjoyed this journey, hit subscribe so we can keep exploring the world's greatest survival battles. From the depths of the ocean to the shadows of the rainforest. See you in the next one.